Prophet, I have a question.
Go ahead.
How do you be prepared for spiritual warfare?
How to be prepared for spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
Being prepared for spiritual warfare is living a sacred life. You gotta have a sacred life. You have to have a relationship with Jesus. Us as believers, us as Christians, you cannot avoid spiritual warfare. It's gonna come to you. Evil is always after what's good. Now, how it affects you determines on your foundation. How strong is your foundation? Is your foundation in Christ solid, or is your foundation in sin? So number one is, where is your foundation? Number two is, how much of the word do you have in you? Remember, the book of Hebrews says that his word is a double-edged sword. It's piercing through bone marrows, piercing through those things, revealing, exposing the things of the heart. So the more of the word you have in you, the easier it becomes for you to be able to fight when spiritual warfare comes, because you can't defeat what you don't have with you. So if you don't have the proper weapon, you don't have that, which is the word, then when the enemy comes to attack you, he comes to attack your mind, you don't have nothing to fight back. You don't have no ammo. And unfortunately, that's the problem with a lot of people in today's time, is that they'll find themselves feeling defeated when it comes to spiritual warfare, is because they don't know how to fight back with the word. So you have to be founded on the word. And when you're founded on the word, that's symbolic to trusting that word, knowing that it doesn't matter what storms come your way, it doesn't matter who rises up against you, your foundation is secure. So this is why I always tell people, you got to read your word. But you don't just read your word has to become a part of who you are. It has to be so embedded in you, so much in you, that it becomes you. So now when attacks come, no matter what it is, it rises up against you, you'll always have a response. Your greatest defense is your offense. So a lot of times people find themselves just blocking and trying to resist. You're not just supposed to be there and just resist and continue to take the beatings of the enemy. No, you got to be in offense always. Your offense is your defense. So you got to have a sacred life, a life founded on the word, trusting in God, knowing that all things through Christ is possible, and that no weapon formed against you can prosper. Do you believe it? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Because if you truly believe, then in reality, warfare is going to come, but you're not going to feel the effect as strong as somebody that doesn't carry the word, someone that's not founded on the word. So and that puts you in a place of living a sacred life, because he who's transformed, he who lives a life according to the word, enters into a place of sacredness, if that's even a word. They become sacred before God. They are obedient to the things of God. They hold on strong to their beliefs in Jesus. So it really falls on us. How are we? How much do we have of the word? How much our life is sacred before God, so that we could be always ready for what's to come, because warfare will always come. You can't avoid that. That will always come and attack. The enemy that's his job. So I said once, you can't control the actions of an event, but you can control your response to it. And I truly believe that, because warfare will come, but your response is what determines whether or not you will come out on top. And it always falls down to, where is your foundation? Are you living a sacred life? And everything else, you can't be taken down. You can't be taken down. I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes sense.